All right, so got a little history on. Want to talk about some unicorn cars. In case there's some bad information out there. There's a lot of bad information I've been seeing on different Facebook pages and whatnot. So let's get right to it. First and foremost, they never made a 70, 71, or 72. Well, they never made a 72 Monte Carlo SS. Never. 72, there was a custom package that could be had on any engine combination. There was also no factory 4-speed 72 Monte Carlos. There were 350s, few of the cars, I'm not sure on the years on the 400 small block, but some did get a 400 small block. But okay, but enough about that. What I want to focus on is 4 speeds and LS6 and convertibles. There was no Monte Carlo convertibles made from the factory. Yes, I'm standing in front of one. No, this is not a factory convertible. So don't go tell anybody you've seen on YouTube that somebody had a factory convertible and he was standing in front of it. We'll show them the video. This is not a factory convertible. It's a very well done convertible, but it's not a factory convertible. There was no such thing as a Monte Carlo SS with a 350 with a 402. There was no 427 in a Monte Carlo, except for Bobby Allison's stock car. It had a 427. No street cars with that engine combination. There were no 6-cylinder Monte Carlos. There were no 307 Monte Carlos. There were no Monte Carlos with mismatched engines. It did not happen. I don't care who you talk to. I don't care whose aunts, uncles, cousins. And the reason I'm doing this video is I've been seeing a lot of talk lately on various Facebook forums and that kind of thing. Not on our message forum for the club, but I urge anybody to go to fgmcc.com for all the best accurate information on these cars. A lot of this crap you see on all these Facebook groups is a bunch of crap. People don't know what they're talking about. They just don't. Sorry. There was no 454 SS 4-speed from the factory. I have heard of, and this is just hearsay, but I have heard of a few dealer installed. Someone couldn't order a 454 4-speed SS, so the dealer installed it for them. They would do that. They'd do anything you wanted at the dealer as long as you had the money. That is a dealer install. Yes, it would make it kind of unique because it was done at the dealer when the car was new. If you got paperwork to back it up, definitely makes the car unique. Now, that being said, there were 354 speeds in 70 and 71, and there were 402 4-speeds, aka 396. There was no SS 402, there was no SS 396 Monte Carlo. There is also 0 LS6 Monte Carlos. When I was young and I first got into these cars, I wanted so bad that there was an LS6 Monte Carlo, and I kept an open mind for as long as I possibly could have. But after talking to people who had spoken with GM engineers, and even some these people verified some true unicorn cars that were made, like a El Monte that was a Monte Carlo from here forward and an El Camino, and it was a legit one-of-one GM executive car, and that slipped out, and the guy verified. Well, this same guy that verified this particular car also denied the fact that there were any LS6 Monte Carlos from the factory. Now, I also want to mention, there is a Dick Harrell dealer-installed LS6, kind of like a Yanko 427 Camaro or a Berger Camaro. There was a Dick Harrell Monte Carlo, and he put an LS6 in an SS 454 car. He did not put a 4-speed in it, but it's an LS6 with a 400 turbo, and that is a documented car. So it is somewhat of a unicorn car like a Yanko or something like that, and there was only one. So it's a very, very special car. Now, you'll notice there's an artist rendering on the club website of a convertible. There is convertible top instructions. There is some people that say they had some of these cars done when they were new. Some dealers had them converted at American Sunroof, which was also the same companies that helped build like Cadillac station wagons and Aero Coupe Monte Carlos on up in the 80s, that they were actually allowed to put convertible on the title. Now, if you've got that, that's cool, but it's still not a factory convertible. It was not anything to do with the factory. It was a dealership that wanted it done or the customer that wanted it done. And I have not yet to verify that. I've talked to somebody who swore they had one. I have not seen any proof. Seemed like someone posted a picture of a title. I don't know. But in some states, if you've got a convertible, you could probably put it a convertible on the title and they would print it that way, because people at the DMV don't know what they're doing anyway. If you build a convertible and you put the body style, you put convertible, they're going to print it on the title. They're probably not going to bat an eye. So, again, if anybody knows anything about those 10 or 15 convertibles that were supposed to be done by a GM approved facility, please let me know. I don't know anything about it. Okay, so back on this 402 and this 454 and this SS and these 4-speeds, there is no 454 4-speeds. There is no LS6 SSs. There is no LS6 4-speeds in a Monte Carlo 7071. They do not exist. When I got into these cars at 13, I wanted so bad for that to exist. And I have kept an open mind. If anybody comes forward with an executive car or something, and there could have been an executive that rolled around with a 4-speed in a SS, or they could have been a LS6 in it, but it would have been done in the back door of the plant. It probably wouldn't have gotten documented on any paperwork. And most of these cars were turned back in and crushed. So just like the Corvette Nomad, that type of thing, they were crushed. They were destroyed. The future liners that they built were supposed to be destroyed, but they didn't. There's a lot of other cars that they were supposed to be destroyed, but they didn't get destroyed. So, there are some unicorn cars out there. There is a unicorn LS6 Monte that's a Dick Harrell dealer install. There is a El Monte floating around out there somewhere. That is a legit GM exec car. That was a 101 built by the factory, and it was verified by a very reputable source that worked at General Motors 20 years ago. 25, actually almost 30 years ago. It's not been seen since. You can find some pictures of it on the internet. It's kind of an orange color. But, again, no convertibles, no LS6, no LS6 4-speed, no 454 4-speed, no 72 4-speeds, 402 4-speed, 350 4-speed, that's it. Don't let anybody rob you or take you for a ride on buying one of these cars and trying to convince you it's some unicorn. There's a lot of rumors out there. There is no unicorns from the factory. None. The only unicorns that exist on Montes are the dealer installed car. So that's all I wanted to talk about. Again, don't believe all the stuff you read on Facebook. There's a lot of bad information on Facebook. I really am not a big fan of these Facebook groups. They have their place, but a good old-fashioned organized message forum is the way to go. And for 70 to 72 Monte Carlos, you need to be looking on fgmcc.com, firstgenerationmontecarlo.com. That is the only source that I would trust on the technical data on these cars. Over the years, there have been some things that's come up and it's gotten updated, new information come along or something, but what somebody thought they used to have and all of that, and well, I had this and that. But I'll tell you this, one more thing. I have a couple people I know. They have about $250,000 worth of real green money for anybody who comes across a documented LS6 factory or a 4-speed SS454, LS6 or LS5, Monte Carlo, you bring forward with gold documented proof, they've got $250,000 waiting on you, because it's probably worth $1 million realistically. This would be a unicorn of unicorns. It'd be worth more than any Chevelle ever made, any Camaro ever made. It'd be the unicorn of unicorn. So, hey, might make some money. We'll catch y'all next time. I just wanted to put that out there. There is no unicorn SS 454s. There is no unicorn 4-speeds. Don't get taken. Don't let someone rip you off on buying one of these cars. If you have any questions, put it in the comments down below. I'll be doing my best to answer them. I'm not a VIN number whiz. You cannot tell an SS on these cars in the VIN or on the cowl tag, unless, and one more thing, if it's a Canadian built car, SS or a custom in 72, it'll have Z20 stamped in the cowl tag above the windshield, down below the windshield under the hood. It'll have Z03 on the cowl tag if it's a custom built in Canada in 72. Canadian built cars are special. Those are really, as far as documenting an SS, some of the best ones to have, because it is on the cowl tag. As long as it's never been tampered with, you know what you're getting is the real deal. Check out some of my other videos. Full restoration on a 70 SS 454 non-numbers matching Flint car that I did a total resto on last year and done it in 8 months. And check out some of my other videos too. I've got about 300 videos on YouTube now, so have fun watching. See you next time.